What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. You know, hit subscribe, all of that stuff that we normally say. But we're just about to put this beam up, and I gotta be Ant's helper for this, so we don't have time for much chit chat. We're gonna get this beam up, get right into the action. Hey, you ready? Ready. Okay.
What? What? Tail three.
We got it up here halfway. Now, sitting on those blocks. Now we're just gonna lift it into place. We've got the braces on the outside, we should be good. If anything really bad happens, this footage won't make it out, so pray for us. All right, ready?
Yep.
Go. I'm not going up at all.
I'm on top.
What?
You want to slide to me?
I got nothing, I can't.
Put it on the block.
What? Going back, he's going back down on the block.
Put it on the block. I'll do it.
Stabilizing, yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
God, he's so freaking strong. All right, well, we got it up. It's looking good.
What? Who got it? We got it up.
Oh, we did. It was a complete team effort. I was here cheering you on the whole way, and you know it.
It's up. That's all that matters.
It's up, and that's all that matters. And we got a couple screws in it, just you know, temporarily holding it. You can see we have this plate on the outside. That way, we can lift it up, and it's not going to fall off the other side, because that would be bad.
Yeah, it'd be real bad.
I called for inspection yesterday. Nobody answered, so I left a message. We'll see if the inspector comes, but if they do, then we can start some decking. That'd be great. We got all of our field boards down here, so now we're starting on this inlay, and because we want to have it end on a full piece and then start the inlay, pick back up on a full piece, I wanted to get all the field boards down first, then do our blocking. And I'm not sure if this was a good idea or not, but we usually don't do it this way. We're gonna find out. I thought it would make the layout a little bit easier. It might, but it might cause other problems.
That's the joy about this industry. You try things new every job. Well, we'll try it this way. If it works out, it works out. And on the next one, we might.
If it
learn
doesn't,
a
we'll
lesson.
just curse a lot, and we won't do it like this again.
We won't do it like this. That's
Yeah.
what it is. We build enough decks.
Yeah, we can play around. So, check out the inlay. So you can see it's, you know, kind of simple, kind of neat, a little bit of everything. So we want roughly 4 feet of full field boards here. So 9 gives us about what, like 51 inches or so. So we did the same thing off of here. We didn't count this one because it's just a half by the house. So 9 boards brings us out to here. And then we measured from here. So our mark over there, it's 79
and a quarter.
79 and a quarter. So then we'll find our center point in the deck, and we'll pull off that direction so that in the end, we're cutting out a 79 and a quarter by 79 and a quarter square. Then we start our inlay. So we're starting our flat blocking here. We've got a good amount of it in. You can see how Ant's doing this ladder blocking, and our flat piece is gonna sit on top of that. So what I like to do with these longer pieces, this is a 2x12 that we're gonna put on the flat. You see how the grain of the wood is going in that direction? We want that crown kind of facing up. This board's pretty straight, but if anything, it's gonna have a tendency to kind of curve down. So we don't want it to cup upwards and trap water. So we always like to install them like this, have those rings pointing down. Let me tape the end of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, never again this way.
Nah.
Very time consuming.
Yeah, a little dumb.
I mean, I'm happy with how everything's being nice and tight.
Yeah.
But I think planning it out.
And it's honestly, it's not really that hard of a detail to figure out.
No.
So, yeah, that was kind of stupid. Live and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 20 feet here.
Don't touch the deck boards.
So we gotta dig out a little more here, and then foot and a half to like here. So it's gonna be like here to like here. 18 inches.
You snap it.
I mean, 25 down.
Do you have black spray paint?
Yeah, I saw a can of black spray paint in there.
Good.
Yep. So we have all our flat blocking in. Now we just snapped that X across our corners. We're gonna have some more blocking that we need to put in to receive that center X inlay and the field boards around it. So we're doing a 3.5 inch board as that X. We need space on both sides of that to screw down our field boards. So 5.5 should be good. Do you want to do?
Well, we'll have the material. We'll just rip it to 6.
Rip it to 6.
Right there.
You got it.
So what's the plan with the wall over here? Is it return back? Yeah. All the way, like, is it gonna return back when they turn to a bed?
It's gonna come back here. Got all of our blocking in here. We're just doing some final touch-ups with that planer.
Make it nice and flat.
Nice and flat. So we've got our X in here. This is gonna catch our 3.5 inch dark slate that's gonna run through. And then we have room on both sides that'll catch our field board. So we're pretty much ready to go. We'll plane this. We'll finish taping it all.
Tape it up.
And then lay deck boards. So we got the beginning parts of this inlay in here. Let me show you what we got. We've got the same border that we're gonna do on the outside of the deck. We've got this 7 1/4 Sierra, and then we ripped down this dark slate to 3.5. And we decided to put this in here first, and we're kind of up in the air so far. We're gonna try, it looks like it's pretty much dead on square. So that's always a good start. So we should have just a perfect straight cut and then a perfect 45 on that side. So we're gonna see how this works out. We're gonna start right here, cut our first one, and we'll just see if we can measure it, put it in there. But if it's a little bit too difficult, if it's not working out that great, we just put a couple screws in this piece so we can take this out. We can run our 45s long and then track saw it if we want to, but we're gonna try this. Why not? We got tape measures. It's looking pretty dang sweet though. Not too overstated, simple enough, but it adds that flair that we were looking for. I'm pretty pumped.
So that's 10, right?
Yep.
31.
31 total?
31 total.
How'd you figure that out?
Measured it. We gotta measure a long point to square. You can either go butt this and try to guess where it's going. I like to put a piece of material that we're using in there so I can get our gap that we want. And then this piece from long point to square is 10 inches. So I can just butt to that, get my measurement, which is 21, add 10, 31, square it along, 31 inches.
There you go.
Works for me.
We'll see if it works for me, because I gotta go cut it.
You gotta cut it. Like a blade out of it.
Blade out of it?
Yeah.
It's so small. I'll cut another piece.
Why?
Because
All right,
where am I gonna put my hand? And then how am I gonna make sure it's straight?
Do whatever
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know how to cut it.
There's no way to go against
Show me. Come on, boys.
All right. Dangerous carpentry with Aunt Lombardo. Of course, I didn't think of that. Extend the fence. I'll learn all this one day. Whoa!
Means we cut this inlay in square because all we did was use 45s on the chop saw, and square the long points, and everything worked out nice.
And we also...
What did we also do?
We also went off of the deck board layout.
Wow.
So it means that we built the deck square.
Sure, yeah. You're good on this one.
Oh yeah. I already got that one in between. You were giving me cuts and I was like, let me
be efficient.
Let me be efficient. He's gonna be so happy.
Why aren't the other two ones in?
Because I didn't want to take away from my efficiency helping you. I have the measurement for this. It's 36 and a half. I better go do it. Yeah. Okay, bye. One of the most important things between an installer and his cut man is communication and knowing the terminology. Quarter heavy, half light, 5/8 leave the line. They all mean different things. And me and Ed are like on the same wavelength. And that's why it's turning out so good.
That's why it's turning out so good. I don't know.
That's why it's turning out so good.
25 and an 1/8 heavy.
25 and an 1/8 heavy. So on this one I'm gonna show you just some little techniques since I got all my stripes, but also some good practices when you're cutting Deckorators Mineral Based Composite. I get that question a lot, so I'll show you our best practices. What was it, 25 and an 1/8 heavy? All right, so what I like to do, since I'm the cut man, after I make one cut, I'll cut that same miter on our next piece, so the next piece I can just come up and I can measure off of our long point. You always want to cut that miter first. It's a lot easier to hook your long point than try to cut a straight and then have a miter line up right on your long. So I'm gonna pull 25 and an 1/8 heavy. That basically means 3/16. If it was an 1/8 leave the line, that would be like 3/32. Ain't that right, Ant?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So you always want to be really precise with your mark. I do a little tick and then a check mark off of it so I know exactly where my mark is. Now a couple things to keep in mind with this Deckorators Mineral Based Composite. You want to cut it with the good side facing down. That's going to leave you with a really nice clean cut. And then on all of your tools, you can see here we have a 24 tooth blade on our miter saw. You want to go with the least amount of teeth possible. Otherwise the material will heat up and it kind of gets gummy. So always go with just kind of like a standard framing blade on most things. Works really great. And you'll end up with really nice clean cuts. Finish side down on that miter saw. It'll be looking good. Let's see how it fits. Go a little hair on this side. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So I just checked it. I can take a tiny bit out of the short side of this miter, and then it's going to fit in there like a glove. I like that. Look at that.
You're the man, Sean. You are the man.
Well, we got this inlay done. It's looking freaking beautiful, and you can see when it's properly planned out and you just put some forethought into it, it's not really that difficult, and it adds quite the statement to this deck. So that's it for this vlog. On the next one, we're going to be getting to some of these wall elevations that we're building outside of the deck. We're doing borders, we're doing some fascia trim, we're doing all kinds of really cool stuff. So make sure you hit subscribe, stay tuned, and until next time, this is Premier Outdoor Living.